Good afternoon. I'm Erin Alseth from Bee Superior. Today I will be discussing the honeybee with you. It's morning and you are making your cup of tea you have every day. You usually sweeten it with a little honey, just about 1 teaspoon. Have you ever stopped to think about where that honey comes from? It takes roughly 12 honeybees their entire life to make 1 teaspoon of honey. Not only have you just used the honey from 12 bees working their entire life for your 1 cup of tea, but many other products that you have on a daily basis contain honey. Today we are going to talk about the honeybee, the recent devastation that has been happening to them, what people are doing to stop this horrible depletion of such a vital little bug, as well as our Bee Superior alternative. First, let's talk about the honeybee. The honeybee has been around for millions of years, estimated around 30 million years. They are the only insect that humans consume food from. They are environmentally friendly, as well as an extremely vital part of the pollination cycle. The bees that do all of the work in a hive, gathering and making the honey, are female bees. They are termed worker bees. These bees live on average 6 to 8 weeks. In order to gather 1 pound of honey, it takes approximately 556 bees, using almost 2 million flowers in the process. During each trip out of the hive to collect, each bee comes into contact with 50 to 100 flowers at a time. Bees are such an important part of our world, people drastically underappreciate them as well as don't fully understand their impact on human life. According to the BBC News Online, 1 in 3 bites of food in the USA depends on the honeybee in one way or another. The bee has such an effect on what you eat on a daily basis, and you may not even know it. Now that we know a little about the honeybee and how its effects on us, let's talk about what's happening to them in recent years. Honeybees are just like any other animal or insect on the earth. They can and are affected by illnesses, viruses, disease, and predators. The most devastating event in recent years has been a drastic disappearance of the honeybee from their hives. The bees go out one day and never return. The new phenomenon has been coined colony collapse disorder, or CCD. Many people are pointing their fingers as to what is causing this problem. Such examples are cell phones, pesticides, global warming, genetically modified food, fertilizers, parasites, as well as a list of many other things. A normal hive has anywhere from 20,000 bees and 1 queen to 60,000 bees with 1 queen. A hive with CCD has no bees. But mysteriously, the honey, along with larvae and eggs, are still in the hive. Beekeepers are puzzled because it is a well-known fact that bees never leave their larvae and eggs, as well as other honeybees around would be stealing any leftover honey to take to their own hives. As David Hackenberg puts it, they don't want to touch it, referring to the empty hives. Quote, "It's like a ghost town. Something happened to the hive and the other bees know it." End quote. David Hackenberg, a beekeeper from Pennsylvania, is credited with the discovery of CCD. This was first witnessed in 2006 and was thought to only happening in America. It has since spread to Germany, Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, and there has been some questionable appearances in the United Kingdom. Since the discovery, 1/3 of bees in the U.S. have died off or disappeared, while some beekeepers have lost upwards of 90% of their hives. With this problem now becoming a worldwide phenomenon, many efforts are being made to decipher the problem and work on a solution. Now that we have talked about what is happening to the honeybees, let's discuss what's being done to help. In 2007, in the U.S., 8 federal agencies, 2 departments of agriculture, 22 universities, and several private researchers were working on efforts on solving this mysterious problem. In 2008, Congress passed a new bill that mandated research and efforts to be put into CCD. Scientists are trying to witness CCD happening firsthand to get a better understanding on what's happening in these colonies. Many scientists are also getting a better look into the honeybee of the 21st century with new technology and the latest research, as well as a better understanding of the bee. A few reports have been made on various variations in RNA of the honeybee that could be to blame for this disappearance. Some farmers, as well as environmentalists, are taking matters into their own hands by promoting small backyard beehives by an average person. Here at Bee Superior, we took things into our own hands by genetically altering the average honeybee, turning it into an insect that will stand up to many different sources of distress. We were able to isolate the genes associated with each virus, infection, and disease currently known to attack bee populations. With this information, we can breed the bees in a particular way as to enhance and favor these specific genes. In order to breed a bee that will be able to fight the infection better, or one that may not even be susceptible to the disease or virus in the first place. We were also able to locate a gene in the bees that had to do with the reason mites and other parasites like them. With this, we were able to breed the bees to have a chemical that mites and other parasites would not like, therefore leaving the bees alone. With these advances, Bee Superior believes that we can rebuild the bee population, making way for a better bee that will be healthier and more productive in the future. With this, we can guarantee life and prosperity for the earth. We have looked at the bee, the importance of it, what they do, this new mysterious devastating disorder, along with what is being done to save the honeybee. You can help too by being aware of this problem, researching facts and information. Be aware of the impact this has on your life as well as others around you. Supporting local and national groups and researchers who are working to solve this problem, as well as supporting local beekeepers. If you have any further questions or need help getting started, please go to www.google.com and search either colony collapse disorder, CCD, or just information on the honeybee. There are also many YouTube videos that can help you understand this better. I thank you for your time, and remember, bees are very important. They affect everyone, including you. So, help us at Bee Superior make the world a better place one bee at a time. Thank you.